So in this video, I am going to show you 10 reasons why most IT employees earning good salaries stay middle class in their entire life. And the biggest problem, most people doesn't even realize until it is way too long. Number one is salary inflation versus lifestyle inflation. So basically, when I started my career, my salary was just enough to survive. I was happy. I could manage everything with that salary. Then raises came. I have switched multiple companies. My salary doubled, then tripled, and then kept going. But then something very strange happened. The more my income grew, the more my spending grew. Which means new phone, better clothes, eating out more. I started upgrading everything around me. Your salary will increase, but your lifestyle will increase even faster. So the gap between how much you earn and how much you actually save, it stays the same. Sometimes it is actually gets smaller. And actually I have seen people earning 3x of my starting salary saving less than someone earning half of that. That is not a salary problem, that is a lifestyle inflation problem. Then what I did was really simple. I created a fund budget, which means 5% of my salary goes to the fun stuff like movies, eating out, buying random stuff. Everything comes from that 5%. Once that budget is done, no more spending that month. Now because my financial goals are actually ahead of what I have planned, I increased that to 10%. Then I increased it. Number two is EMI Trap. This one is actually a bit dangerous because when you look at it, you feel like you are being responsible because you think that I am not spending all my cash. I am paying monthly installments and I can even manage that. But actually what is happening there, you are spending money you have not even earned yet. Phone on installments, car loan, furniture on credit, sometimes even vacations on EMI. I have seen colleagues whose 40 to 50% of salary is already gone to loan payments before the month even starts. The remaining money, that is just for surviving the month, not for building the wealth. Installments give you this feeling that you can afford these things, but actually that may not be true. One thing I start doing is before any big purchases, I keep a 30-day waiting period. If after 30 days I still feel like I need it, then only I consider it. Most of the time after 30 days, the urge is completely gone and sometimes I even forgot that. You know, that one rule alone saved me from so many unnecessary expenses. So the number three is no investing knowledge. I am telling you this from my personal experience. For a long time, I had zero idea about investing. All I had was traditional savings, fixed deposit, insurance policies or low interest schemes. That was my investments. I knew savings is important, but I did not even know the difference between the savings account or index funds and fixed deposit. I did not understand the systematic investing. I did not even know how to open a brokerage account for starting trading or investing anything. The truth is nobody teaches you this, not in school, not in engineering college, not even in your company. So what happens? Your money just sits in some low interest savings account or in some guaranteed return scheme giving you 2 to 3%. But every year, inflation at 5 to 7% is reducing the value of that money. You think you are saving, but actually your money is shrinking every year. So most IT employees don't even start serious investing until 30s or 35. That means 8 to 10 years of earning completely wasted. I was in the exact same position. All my money was sitting in traditional savings and insurance policies. Then in 2020, I started learning about investing seriously. I stopped all those old schemes, moved my money to the index funds, mutual funds and direct stock markets. And I have started with a small amount, then slowly increased that amount. Number four, only one source of income. This is the thing that scares me the most. Because one job, one salary and one source of income, if one stops, then everything stops. Loans will default, investments will stop, lifestyle will crash, everything. Layoffs happening in big and small companies and bench situations, even entire teams getting fired overnight. That is when I realized one thing, depending on just one salary is not stability. It is a huge risk that we just pretend does not exist. People who actually build wealth, they always have more than one source of income. It could be a side project or content or trading, freelancing or even a startup, something. But what do most IT employees do? They put their entire life on this one salary and then they pray that nothing will happen to that job. You know, right now, apart from my salary, I have dividend income from my investments, I have trading income, and I have already automated parts of my trades so that it runs its own. I have this YouTube channel, actually I have another one channel. None of these are giving me huge money. But the point is this, if my salary stops tomorrow, I will never be at zero. Number 5 is weekend wasting. I'm not actually saying you to sit and work in the entire weekend. This is actually not the point. But honestly, just think about this. What did you do last weekend? The weekend before that? Most IT employees spent Saturday recovering from the week's exhaustion, like Sunday recovering from the Saturday, and then Monday is back. 52 weekends in a year, that is 104 days, roughly 3.5 months. If you are even using 20% of that time to learn something new or build something or even investing in yourself, in 2 years you will be in a completely different place. But instead, those 104 days just disappear every year. What I started doing is this: Saturday and Sunday I wake up at 4:30. From 4:30 to 7 I work on my side projects or learn something new. By 7 o'clock my family is awake and the rest of the day is normal. I am not even sacrificing my weekend and I am just using a window that was going to waste anyway. That's it. Number 6 is comfort addiction. This is a silent killer. I'm saying this because I have felt it myself. Because you have a stable job, decent salary, nice office, sometimes free food, free snacks, transport covered. What happens? You get comfortable and then that comfort becomes an addiction. Then you stop taking risk, you stop learning new things, you stop even taking care of, you even stop thinking about what else even is possible. Because right now everything is fine. But for an ambitious person, fine is a very dangerous word, because fine means you are not growing. You are just maintaining what you already have. That one reason alone is why even after 20 years people stay middle class without even noticing. Even now there are days I came home completely tired. I don't even feel like I want to do anything. But I made one rule. Minimum 5 minutes I will sit down and work on something related to my side project. Just 5 minutes most of the time. Once I sit for 5 minutes, it becomes 30 minutes. Some days even more, but the commitment is just 5 minutes. Number 7 is no upskilling after office. After 8, 10, sometimes 10 hours of work here in India, who has that energy to learn something new? I get it. I have felt that too. But here's the thing, your company is not going to upskill you. They will only give you the training which is needed for your current company, not for your next opportunity or anything like that. The gap between your current skills and what the market is asking for, it is growing everywhere. Nobody will tell you your skills are completely outdated until you are on the bench. I started learning automation after my office hours, then AI tools. It was exhausting, but that one thing is the reason I am not stuck in the same role I was doing 5 years ago. Even now, my office work is manual testing, but I have learned how to automate the repetitive stuffs over the last few years. Even if it is in the personal life or in my work-related stuffs, I have automated most of the stuffs, and I can show those skills in any interview. Not only that, now if my office needed any tools to be built, I get preference over the developers. One thing I have understood in these 10 years, the people who learn after office hours, they escape this rat race. The ones who don't, they stay in that comfort zone and they get stuck there. Number 8 is comparison culture. I think every IT employee has felt this. Your college friend got an international assignment, your teammate bought a new car, your old classmate got a 50% rise, and suddenly your life feels like it's really small. I have been through that too. This feeling that everything you have built is nothing because someone else is better than you. But then I realized one thing: comparison never motivates you. It starts draining you. You will stop thinking about your own plan because you are too busy to compare yourself with someone else's results. And the worst part is you are comparing your behind the scenes with some other's highlight reel. That comparison will not be fair enough. What I did is this: I started writing down my own progress, what I did, what I built, what I learned, what I am working on. When you have your own list, other people's achievements don't hit the same way. One more thing, I don't have Instagram, X or LinkedIn on my phone. I have them on my PC, but only for creating my own content. My role is actually simple: create more contents than you consume. Number 9 is delaying risk taking. I used to hear this from my friends or colleagues somewhere. I will start next year. Let my loans finish first. After marriage I will start. Let the kid grow up a little. Save some money first. There is always a reason to delay. I am not talking about taking unnecessary risk. I am talking about the calculated moves, which means learning a new skill, starting a side project, building a second income source, investing seriously. Every year you delay, the cost of starting keeps increasing. Not just financially, maybe mentally as well. Because at 25, starting something feels really exciting. At 30, it feels risky. At 35, it feels scary. At 40, it feels impossible. It is not actually not impossible, but that's how we feel. That's what feeling And that feeling is what keeping most people stuck right where they are. Number 10 is no long-term plan. This is the root cause of everything I just talked about. Most IT employees have no plan beyond their next performance review, maybe next rise or the next switch. But beyond that, most of them don't have any plans. Ask yourself, where do you want to be in the next 5 years? Not just in terms of salary, in terms of your skills, your income sources, or your financial security, your freedom. If you don't have answers for any of this, that is a problem. I have a plan for my next 3 months, 1 year, next 5 years, next 10 years, and I have figured out where I want to reach in each of these. I know it is not perfect, but it exists. If you don't have that something like that currently, just sit down for one day and figure out your goal. You can even ask AI to help you. Ask it to build a long-term plan based on your current situation. You will be surprised how much clarity that one exercise give you. Awareness is your first step. The question is not whether you can change. The question is whether you will start. If this video made you think, then check out my first video where I break down realistic extra income opportunities for the testers, developers, DevOps engineers, and the AI/ML engineers. Not a fake stuff, actual things you can start building alongside your job. The link is on the screen now. See you there.